turning from looking at the first fence, the last of the 6 runners to go to post for our feature race, the Coots & Co Men's Open. Post time, 4 o'clock.
Call for the farrier. Will you go to your Land Rover, please? There's a gentleman who wants your services. Would you go to your Land Rover, please? Farrier, somebody needs your services.
Jockeys are putting their goggles down, won't be too long. They're under starters' orders. And they're off for this, the Coots & Co Men's Open. As they come down to the first, it's the front-running course specialist Deep Cross who leads them into the first, and they're all safely over it. One pulling quite hard on the grandstand side is Like the Lot as they come up past the enclosures with 2 circuits ahead of them. Deep Cross from Emperor Charles now taking second, and on the inside the light blue Alexandra Palace. On this one's outside that's Like the Lot. Then comes Bear Cone and find the red jacket of Ballet Dancer. Coming down to the second, not hanging about as they take that second fence, and they all jump it quite well, except number 3 Ballet Dancer just over pitched slightly on landing and pecked, but didn't lose all that much impetus as they now swing right-handed and go out into the country. So it's Deep Cross, who's won 3 times from 3 starts this season here at Twesledown. He won his hunt race on the 4th of February, a club race here on the 25th of March, and then won a men's open on the 15th of April by 20 lengths from Bay Tab as they take the third. And now it's Like the Lot who's gone on into the lead from Deep Cross in second, Emperor Charles third, Alexandra Palace is in 4, then a gap back to the seasonal debutante Bear Cone, and finally Ballet Dancer. Racing down towards the next, another plain fence. Like the Lot over in the lead, but pecks slightly, and Andrew Hickman, the jockey, had to go right to the buckle end of the reins there to keep the partnership intact, but he still stays in the lead. So it's Like the Lot back just before the off, down to 6s from 8s, who leads them to the water. Like the Lot over in the lead from Deep Cross in second, a bad mistake in third by Alexandra Palace, but continues. Then comes Emperor Charles, and quite some distance behind now, a Ballet Dancer and finally Bear Cone. Leaders swinging in towards the ballet fence, and they're beginning to bunch up at front with Like the Lot, Deep Cross and Alexandra Palace very close indeed. From the Hackwood winner, Emperor Charles, and these being followed by Ballet Dancer, and finally is Bear Cone. At the open ditch, and here Deep Cross jumps up alongside Like the Lot. Between horses comes Alexandra Palace, and these have opened up a lead of 10 lengths over Chris Bennett on Emperor Charles, then 5 back to Bear Cone, and finally now Ballet Dancer. Over the drop fence and 3 line abreast over this, all of them jumping quite safely. The maiden Ballet Dancer, the last one over that fence, but all continuing as they race uphill and go on towards the 9. Another plain one, it'll be 2 out on the next circuit. As we wait for them to reappear, and now it's Alexandra Palace and Deep Cross who jump this one together. Back in third now is Like the Lot. The colour change, then comes Emperor Charles, making a bit of ground from rear now Bear Cone, and being ridden along in last is Ballet Dancer. Swinging it halfway, and Deep Cross normally makes the running out in front, and Simon Humphreys on the inside. The light blue jacket is Alexandra Palace. These two are going to jump the 10th virtually together. They do so. Deep Cross by just about a neck from Alexandra Palace. Then the black jacket of Like the Lot in third. The white with the green sleeves is Emperor Charles. The purple cap with the green and white stripes is Bear Cone, and the red jacket, light blue sleeves is Ballet Dancer. Simon Humphries takes a long look over his right shoulder to see where the opposition is, the main group of the field, that is, as he races on towards the next. This time it's fence number 10, but still very close to him is Alexandra Palace, and these two skip over this fence together. From in third place is Like the Lot, who's a winning hurdler and jumped that really rather like a hurdler, went right through the top of it. Then comes Bear Cone making ground, then after this comes Emperor Charles, and the back marker is Ballet Dancer. Swinging once again, just out of our view, just for a few moments, as we wait for them to reappear. Simon Humphries on deep cross, who currently leads the Twesledown Specialist competition on 3 winners, all gained on this horse. As he comes down towards the next fence, but now he's in second place. Alexandra Palace goes on by some 5 or 6 lengths, quickly asserts and goes on from deep cross in second. Like the Lot is third. A bad mistake there by Bear Cone, loses his 4th position to Emperor Charles, and now tailed off last is Ballet Dancer. But all continuing as they race sharply downhill towards the next plain fence before the water jump for the final time. And here Alexandra Palace's jockey just called a cab as he went through the top of it, but has opened up a lead now of some 15 lengths over deep cross, the odds-on favourite. Bunching up for 3, 4, 5 are Emperor Charles, Bear Cone, and Like the Lot, who seems to be tiring now as the leader takes the water jump. Alexandra Palace well clear from deep cross over in second place. Quite a tired jump there. Then comes Emperor Charles. After this, a gap back to Like the Lot and Bear Cone. And I've totally lost Ballet Dancer, so that one we must presume has pulled up as they race over the valley fence for the final time. And the leader well clear now, Alexandra Palace, and he's got a lead of some 20 lengths over the remainder who are bunching up as they take the open ditch for the final time. Alexandra Palace makes a bad mistake. He slides down onto his front legs, but somehow his rider manages to get him back, and he's still continuing, but has lost quite a bit of ground there, but still has a lead of 15 lengths over deep cross, who's now beginning to rally. Chris Bennett's getting a good run now out of Emperor Charles as the leader comes through the third from home, but jumps it very tired there, Alexandra Palace. That mistake took a lot out of him, and it's Emperor Charles who chases him up the hill from deep cross. Then Bear Cone also running on, and Like the Lot has been pulled up before 3 out. Up through the cutting for the final time, just 4 left now in our feature Coots & Co Men's Open, and as we wait for them to reappear, it's Alexandra Palace from the chasing him, Emperor Charles, then comes Bear Cone, and deep cross is last of the remainder as they take 2 out. It's Alexandra Palace from Emperor Charles in second place, then comes Bear Cone running on for a place in third, and deep cross is beaten our odds-on favourite in 4 as they swing for home, and they're desperately tired. They've really gone a very quick pace indeed throughout this 3 miles, and swing for home. The light blue of Alexandra Palace, the white with the green sleeves is Chris Bennett on board Emperor Charles, and still making ground in the stripes is Bear Cone as they come down to the 19th and final fence. It's Emperor Charles just now taking the lead. Emperor Charles with a mistake by Alexandra Palace and Bear Cone on the running with 50 yards to go. It's Emperor Charles just for Alexandra Palace and Bear Cone, and racing up towards the line, Emperor Charles from Alexandra Palace, Bear Cone and Deep Cross in 4th place.
The order past the post in the 4th race. First was number 9, Emperor Charles, ridden by the owner and owned by Mr. C. Bennett. Second, Alexandra Palace, owned by Mr. Watley, ridden by J. Harley. Third was number 5, Bear Cone, owned and ridden by Mr. Portman. And 4th was number 8, Deep Cross, owned by Mr. J. Stack and ridden by Mrs. S. Humphries. It was won by 2 lengths in a time of 6 minutes 18 seconds. Distance between second and third was 3 lengths. So the order past the post: first number 9, second number 1, third number 5, and 4th was number 8.
Ladies Open race, just 9 going to post. As you heard in that show of betting, the warm order favourite Marshall odds on, I say more than Marshall, 7 to 4, 6 to 4 on, available for Gentleman Angler. Shaheat, second favourite, around the 2 and 3 to 1 mark. 3 to 1 also for Jaunty Slave. 4 to 1 Tubbs. 6 to 1 for Pernickety and nearly a pop and ablation. Very open ladies race indeed. There's a lot of horses who have shown promise, novice hurdling. Ablation, for example, and Jaunty Slave, another one. Yet to prove they can do the business in 3 mile point to point, but obviously have the potential to do so, stay in the trip. They're down, of course, at an optimum here at Badbury Rings. So they are now coming down onto the course. 9 going to post for our third race on the afternoon, the Ladies Open. It's the Marina Development Ladies Open race, which the off time is 1:40, and they are now coming down in front of the finish, parading before they'll canter off back to the start. First one out onto the course is nearly a pop. This one in black, yellow collar in sleeves and a quartered cap. Number 10 in your card, showing one of the 6 to 1 shots. And taking a bit of a tug as he makes his way, or should say, in fact she makes her way down to the start, nearly from a bay mare by nearly a hand. Next out is Tabitha Cave on board Jaunty Slave. This one in red with blue hoops and red and blue sleeves. Followed by Pernickety, light blue jacket, white sleeves, black and white hat. Followed by Tubbs, who's got gold and navy blue, I think it is, stripes, red and gold cap. Followed then down by the favourite, Gentleman Angler. Looks orange from one side and brown from the other. Brown orange halves on Gentleman Angler. Present odds-on favourite. Next one out will be Shaheat. This one with blue, white diamonds, white cap and a blue diamond. Then comes Ablation. Ablation, navy blue, claret sleeves, and epaulette, striped cap. And the last one going down, this will be British Isles. 14-year-old girl, the oldest horse in the race, giving MMA her first ride here this afternoon. And this horse going in the yellow, green striped sleeves and the yellow cap. So 9 runners going to post for our next race, the ladies' race. Just coming back into view is nearly a pop. And there's number 10 in your card in the black and the yellow. Some of the other horses just inspecting the, will be the last fence. Runs as the 9th and the last fences. And our thanks to our fence sponsors here this afternoon. National Westminster sponsoring the first fence in the downhill straight. That's fence 5 and 15. Other sponsors include Allied Dunbar sponsoring the cross fence. One jump they jump horizontally away from us, right in the far corner. Also Nielsen Cobbold sponsoring fence 1. And Ian Judd sponsoring the last fence on the course. Coming back down past us, and Jaunty Slave leads them back down with Tabitha Cave in winning form in the ladies at Twesledown last weekend with Filioff. Bids for a double of sorts here this afternoon. Gentleman Angler, next one down with the brown and orange halves, followed by Tubbs in the gold stripes. Then comes Pernickety, Ablation. Horse who has only so far run in 2 mile novice hurdles. His run was promised though. Now runs in 3 mile point to point for the first time this afternoon. Followed by Shaheat. And then British Isles. And the last one, in fact, I didn't catch going down the first time. Tinto Hill. This one wearing red, yellow stripe and sleeves, red cap. This is the mount of Minette Hill on the way down to post now. And the off time of this third race in the afternoon, the Ladies Open, 1:40.
quite like the thread, I suppose.
No, I don't.
The runners inspecting the first fence. To remind you of that last show betting I had, may well have changed since then, of course. At that stage, Gentleman Angler was showing the 7-4 on favourite for Sarah Wilson in the brown and orange halves, and was the clear favourite. Disputing second favouritism was Jaunty Slave and Shaheat, both in the marks of around 3-1, with 4-1 for Tubbs. Then there were a trio on 6-1 for Nickety, Ablation and Nearly a Pop. And it was then 16-1 Tinto Hill and 20-1 for British Isles. Those odds, of course, subject to change. May well have done so by now if you had your pennies on. This Ladies Open, a particularly open race, I think, even with odds on favourite in the shape of Gentleman Angler. The lookers are being called in now. Understudders orders. Off and running. And Tubbs is going to be the first one to show when they reappear, I think, out of that little dip on their way to the first. Tubbs, in fact, is the clear leader from Shaheat, Ablation, Nickety, Tinto Hill, British Isles. Jaunty Slave is also among the leaders. And then Gentleman Angler and Nearly a Pop, the two back markers. And the favourite made a slight mistake over the first fence. Coming out towards the second. And just looking at that, Tubbs again, I think, is still... Ablation's up there prominently now. Just lost Tubbs momentarily. At the next one, Ablation leads from Shaheat, and we have lost Tubbs, in fact, a faller. So Tubbs has gone, and that would have been at the second. And so the field now reduced to 8. That's the loose horse in front, Tubbs. Shaheat leads them around. Ablation second, Tinto Hill third. Already very spread out indeed in this ladies' race. But Nickety follows in 4. And down on the bend, the odds-on favourites come down on the bend. The very first bend, Sarah Wilson's up all right, so is the horse. But a faller on the flat, and we're already down to 7. And the others are clear over the third and fourth now. So we've lost Tubbs and also Gentleman Angler. Swinging now down towards the first of the downhill fences, Shaheat's the leader, Ablation second. A gap of 3 or 4 then back to Tinto Hill and Jaunty Slave. Gap of a further 3 or 4 then back to Nickety. Then comes Nearly a Pop. And I should say, in fact, British Isles is being pulled up. British Isles is being pulled up, and then comes Nearly a Pop, who's tailed off. So drama early on in this Ladies Open, and as far as I can make out, the field already reduced to 5 possible winners, because Nearly a Pop well tailed off. British Isles is being pulled up, Tubbs has fallen, and the Gentleman Angler slipped up on the flat right in that first bend. Another faller there is Jaunty Slave, has, well, didn't really fall, but gave cover of the cave no chance whatsoever. So coming to the next, it's going to be Shaheat leading from Ablation second, Tinto Hill dives at it in third, it'll be Manette Hill and Nasty Man, which he survives, Nickety back in fourth. The field's been halved over the first 7 fences. At the next, and it's going to be Ablation and Shaheat together, these two matching strides. A gap of 4 or 5 back to Tinto Hill, and in behind then comes Nickety and a mass of loose horses. So watch out for these loose horses, please, members of the public. We've got 4 or 5 on the course. Do please be careful. Rounding the turn over the next, all 4 now getting into some sort of rhythm, as the field has been reduced by 5, and it's going to be Ablation who leads over this. Will be the last next time round, if any is standing. Ablation leads, Shaheat second. Third is Tinto Hill, and in fourth is Nickety. Shaheat landed over the lead, in fact, over that one. Tinto Hill closes up in third, and Nickety back in fourth, around 8 lengths off them. The government of the fence only jumped once. It's going to be Ablation who leads into it, and jumps it well. A bad mistake by Shaheat, who hit the top, and Tinto Hill can now go upside to dispute second spot. Pernickety is back and forth. The loose horses seem to be heading off back towards the boxes, so do please be careful. And nearly a pop continuing, in fact, and some 30-40 lengths in arrears. There's no chance of catching up from there unless he performs a miracle. On their way out into the last circuit of this incident-packed race, and Shaheat has gone on and taken it up again, despite making that bad blunder at the previous fence. Tinto Hill and Ablation dispute second place, and a gap of 3 or 4 then back to Pernickety, and a gap of 30 or 40 lengths back to nearly a pop. Out of my sight into the dip before they come to what will be, what was the first fence last time round, and as they jump it, all 4 leaders over it well, fence 11 this time round. Coming now towards fence 12, nearly a pop is on his way towards 11. And the 4 pretty close together, 3 in a line up front. Tinto Hill grabs the inside of the Manette Hill, Shaheat in the middle, and on the outside is the other horse Ablation, who in fact jumps into the lead there. Ablation leads narrowly from Shaheat and Tinto Hill. Pernickety certainly is close enough there as they come to the open ditch for the second time. All 3 leaders over that safely, and Pernickety also well in touch. Nearly a pop's closing a little bit, but still remains 40 lengths or so behind the front 3. Round in the bend, which brought down Gentleman Angler earlier on in the race, and the front 3, in fact front 2, just put a little bit clear now of the last 2 are Shaheat and Tinto Hill. Ablation stamina now being questioned, and Pernickety being ridden along to stay in touch. Over that one, and Manette Hill led on Tinto Hill, around 3/4 of a length to the good over Shaheat. Ablation looks to be tiring to me from here. He's into unknown areas now, tackling over 2.5 miles. Taking this last bend now, penultimate bend down the hill, they've got 5 to jump, and nearly a pop I think is continuing, but with it all to do. Down the hill, Shaheat leads and Tinto Hill in second. Back in third now is Pernickety. Ablation is weakening, but still in touch if he does rally from there. At the next one, and it's going to be Shaheat to land in the lead, narrowly from Tinto Hill. Pernickety really is getting involved in the action now, and Ablation continues to weaken around 7 or 8 lengths off the leading pair. Matching strides now, Tinto Hill the inside, Shaheat the outside, both jump it well. Marginal preference in my mind goes to Tinto Hill, looks to be travelling slightly better, then in third and still in with a chance for Pernickety, and now 10 back and fourth is Ablation. 3 out, and that time Shaheat maybe just led. Manette Hill drives along, and both these all the front 3 are being ridden along, and we could have some stamina coming into play as they've got 2 to jump. Tinto Hill the inside, on the outside Shaheat, and now 6 back and looking as if not going to close anymore. Pernickety, but still trying to get on terms with leading 2. 2 out, and Shaheat now asserts. Goes ahead by 3, jumps it well. Tinto Hill back in second, and Pernickety is now closing, has a chance of grabbing a minor runner, and if grabbing wings, could grab the winner. On the way into the home straight, they've got 1 to jump, and Shaheat is clear. He's got a 5-length advantage over Tinto Hill, and Pernickety now going second, and nearly a pop still continuing. Down towards the final fence, Shaheat the leader. If he jumps it, he's going to win. Pops it nicely, gets away from the fence quickly. Pernickety jumps in second. Tinto Hill a tired third. And coming up towards the finish, Shaheat's going to win this race here this afternoon. It's going to be well clear, ridden out to win from Pernickety in second. Third is Tinto Hill. And fourth spot is jumping the last. Will go to nearly a pop, just coming in towards the last fence now. This incident pack ladies open over the last go nearly a pop to complete for 4th place.
Thanks, John. So the results of confirmation of win for number 16, Shaheat. Second, number 14, Pernickety. Third, number 20, Tinto Hill. And fourth, number 10, nearly a pop. And results of confirmation.
know he operates at the Heathrop and through the next race and another race later on this afternoon. So before the horses leave the paddock, the next voice you hear will be that of Chris Lee.
And there are 17 runners for this race as well, and this is the Champagne Tattinger Ladies Open Championship qualifying race. It's the first of 27 races now in the Champagne Tattinger series. 27 nationwide qualifiers, and Kataf the first to go to post in the royal blue and white quarters with the white sleeves, followed then by Departure, it looked like, in the royal blue diamond. After that we have number 18, Little Lemon, the orange, the black hoops and the white cap. And they're coming out pretty quick, Enchanting River next out, the dark green with the light green sleeves. And then one down from the Midlands area, Sue Sadler with another soldier, black, red diamond, hoop sleeves and a yellow cap. And coming out next is Holy Foley with the white, green hoop and armlet, white cap, green spots. Followed then by Royal Tower in the blue with the yellow halves, yellow cap. And then we have Ragtime Solo, dark blue with the yellow disc and the blue cap. One of the greys is Little Duffy, light blue, the white triple diamond, white cap, blue diamond. Treble Chance, another one down from, well, come on quite a long journey rather, not from the Midlands, but anyway, pink royal blue hoop, pink sleeves. And 17 going to post, and one of the last two come out of the paddock is Celtic Remorse with Pit Nash making a very welcome return to the saddle. The mauve and the black stripes, mauve sleeves, black cap, the colours that she carries on Celtic Remorse. And in fact, another soldier was the last one out, so one that we got wrong. So it looked, but 17 then on their way to the post. Well, it looks as if they'll shortly be forming a line for this first of 27 qualifiers in the Champagne Tattinger Ladies Open Championship. Tattinger having replaced the RMC group, who were, of course, the long-term supporters of the Ladies Opens, and the final this year will be at Huntingdon, Thursday the 13th of May. The first three from each of the 27 eligible.
Could the farrier please report to his van, please? The farrier, please report to his van.
Start it up on his rostrum. No, one or two a little bit too keen to get on with it. Precious Link and Celtic Remorse being the last two to turn to go back. The second time of asking, though, they're away. North Brigade's the one who's been held up at the back and gone away quite steadily as they run on then towards the first of the 19, and Celtic Remorse and Precious Link are the two who are blazing the trail over the first, and all have made it safely, although one or two didn't have particularly comfortable jumps, but no problems at the first. And it's Precious Link who goes on from Celtic Remorse, and then another soldier, or rather that's Maroon, I think, now from the outside with Daybrook's Gift wider still, as they come in towards the second with Cut Off just tracking that leading group, followed then by Holy Foley after a gap, who will lead us over the second safely. And indeed they've all jumped it quite well, the one at the back being Departure now, North Brigade, and For a Lark just ahead of that one as they make the turn. We're at the bottom end of the course for the first time, swinging left-handed then and coming on up slightly uphill towards the cross fence. And one of the two greys, in fact both the greys now out in front, is Precious Link, followed by Little Duffy, and then Daybrook's Gift, Celtic Remorse right up there on the inside as they go over the next, where we've lost at least one, and we've got one brought down at the back. We lost Enchanting River. Rider was knocked off, if anything, I fear. So that's 2 out of it, as they now swing around left-handed to come up into the straight for the next time. I'm afraid the other fall is still on the ground. I think have been Mildred Sophia and Sophie Mitchell, who we lost, yes. Can't see them. As the remainder of the field come to the next, and over it was Precious Link in front. And Ragtime Solo is one who's moved up quite a bit. Little Duffy dropping back, and Daybrook's Gift away on the inside, followed by Mayan Core and Celtic Remorse, and then Cut Off, and after that Holy Foley and Royal Tar. What will be the last after 2 complete circuits. Precious Link, the leader over it. And after those 2 early casualties, all the rest jumping quite well. Little Lemon is now the back marker. So it's Precious Link leading down in front of the main viewing areas. Jumped way out to the right, and we've lost Kataf is out of it there. That's a turn up. Kataf has gone up that one. So it's Precious Link who leads on then from Mayan Core, then Ragtime Solo up on the outside, then looking left to right, Celtic Remorse, Daybrook's Gift, Holy Foley and Little Duffy. A gap after those, then to Royal Tower and Another Soldier. And they're followed by Four Lark, who's on the inside of Treble Chance. Then we've got North Brigade as they go to the ditch, followed by Departure and Little Lemon at the back. Over the ditch. Good jump there by Precious Link in front. And all have just about got over that okay. So as they go back past the point for which they started out in the next circuit, it's Precious Link who is the leader from Ragtime Solo up on the outside of Mayan Core. That one in third. Then racing together we've got Holy Foley 4 and Daybrook's Gift 5 with Little Duffy 6 and Celtic Remorse in 7th. As they come on to fence number 8. And over it, Precious Link over in front from Ragtime Solo, then Mayan Core, Holy Foley and Daybrook's Gift. A gap then to Little Duffy who's been scrubbed along, followed by Another Soldier going up on the outside of Celtic Remorse. After that, a gap to Royal Tower, North Brigade, Treble Chance, Departure. Four Lark is one of those at the back with Little Lemon now racing with that one as they come on towards the next. And over it was Precious Link in front and establishing quite a reasonable lead now, Precious Link. The others are rather bunching up with Mayan Core on the inside of Ragtime Solo, followed by Daybrook's Gift. Little Duffy responding to pressures, going back up ahead of those now, and they're followed by Holy Foley. They're quite a bit clear of Celtic Remorse and Another Soldier as they come back from behind the trees and around towards the cross fence once again. Precious Link by a couple of lengths or so to in second, then Ragtime Solo. Then we've got Little Duffy, and then on the inside Mayan Core with Daybrook's Gift in between that one and Holy Foley. And there's a slight mistake there by Little Duffy. They're followed then by Another Soldier, Celtic Remorse, North Brigade, Royal Tower. Further gap then back to Treble Chance. Following Treble Chance, we've got Departure just ahead of Little Lemon and Four Lark going pretty steadily today at the back as they swing round into the home straight on this second circuit of this Champagne Taddinger Ladies Open race. And marker in the fence just beyond the finish, and they're going to have to squeeze around that as they come up towards the one before the problem fence. It's Precious Link in front. This will be the last next time round, and Precious Link leads from Ragtime Solo and then Little Duffy. They're the 1, 2, 3. Daybrook's Gift jumped at 4, Holy Foley 5, and then Mayan Core 6. Another Soldier goes way out to the right over in 7 and has lost Sue Sadler finally. She tried to hang on. So they come on then towards the next. Going to go on the inside part of the fence, and over it, it's Precious Link in front of Ragtime Solo, Little Duffy. Daybrook's Gift still going quite pretty well on the inside. Then we've got Holy Foley, and then Mayan Core beginning to drop back, followed by North Brigade, Royal Tower, Celtic Remorse, getting reminders from Pip Nash, determined as ever on her return. Then we've got Treble Chance, Departure, and Little Lemon, and the last one still going is For a Lark as they swing round then towards the open ditch for the final time. Precious Link being in front for quite some way now, leads into it. Jumps it pretty well. From Little Duffy goes back up into second. Ragtime Solo third. Daybrook's Gift still looks to be travelling comfortably on the inside. Then we've got Holy Foley, and after that we have Mayan Core, followed by North Brigade, Celtic Remorse, Royal Tower, Departure, and Little Lemon, with For a Lark pulled up before the ditch, and they swing around into the back straight for the final time. Precious Link in front and goes on again by a couple of lengths. Precious Link over that one from Little Duffy on the outside. A Ragtime Solo didn't jump it quite so well. Daybrook's Gift still moves comparatively well in third, and they are clear of Holy Foley, who's followed by Another Sold by Mayan Core and then North Brigade, and some way back to the remainder. As they run on then down to that last one on the far side, Precious Link being in front virtually throughout and jumps that well from Little Duffy over in second, and then Daybrook's Gift. Those three beginning to get away now from Ragtime Solo 4, Holy Foley a very tired 5, North Brigade runs on into 6, Mayan Core is 7, then we've got Royal Tower, Departure and Celtic Remorse, who are a long way behind as the leaders make the turn to the third fence from home. That is the cross fence that they're going up towards now, and it's the other grey, the whiter grey, who goes on this time. Little Duffy for the first time gets a clear lead over Precious Link, about a length and a half to the good, but Precious Link jumped it the better, and Daybrook's Gift, the rider, finally couldn't defy gravity, and she's out of the plate. That leaves back in third, then Ragtime Solo, followed by Holy Foley. North Brigade still running on, then Mayancourt, Royal Tar, and Celtic Remorse. But they're swinging round into the straight, or at least the leader is, and it's Little Duffy who's got well clear now, about 5-6 to the good over Precious Link. Coming to the second last. Little Duffy in front and jumps it pretty well. Precious Link again jumps out to the right. They're a long way clear of the remainder. Ragtime Solo, Holy Foley and North Brigade can have a battle for third. But coming down towards the 19th and final fence, it's Little Duffy in front, and over it jumps it pretty adequately from in second place Precious Link. And as they race up towards the line, Little Duffy's gone well clear, enjoying it in this ground by the look of things. Precious Link is going to be a rather tired second by the look of things, and it'll be close for third, with Holy Foley perhaps just getting the better of Ragtime Solo, followed then by North Brigade and Mayancourt.
Oh, hang on, sorry, one more. Down the bottom. One more.
Could we have a doctor to the Secretary's office, please? A doctor to the Secretary's office. Anyone on the course who comes from here in Cornwall who has a box or a Land Rover, Mr. Carter wonders whether they could drop a small parcel off somewhere on their feet. Anyone that comes from here in Cornwall with a box or a Land Rover, we deliver a small parcel for Mr. Carter. If you would come to the Secretary's office, we would be most grateful. Thank you. Magnum of champagne. So would Celine Ham please come to the announcers? Oh yes. Yeah. Go right on down.
That's all right. Go on, Brack. Close the gap again. Don't mind jumping. Never.
7 are now closed. And here is the official result of the 5th race, the Ladies Open. First, number 16, Rhyme and Run. Second, number 9, Highway Jim. And third, number 5, False Economy. Only 3 finished. Rhyme and Run, 3 lengths. And the second distance, 5 lengths. Time of 6 minutes 58 seconds. And the presentation in the paddock for the winner of race 5, the Ladies Open, kindly sponsored by Francis Clark Accountants. The winner was Rhyme and Run. Ladies and gentlemen, could I remind you that there are 6 turns for your finished betting slip. If you write your name and address on the back of your huge...
I didn't even see you walk past. You're bound to be. Just look to the other horses. Hers looks all sort of...
Could the steward and the bookmaker's runner please report to the declaration tent? Could the steward and the bookmaker's runner please come to declaration? Thank you. I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that the East Devon Hunt Ball will be held on Friday, March the 13th at Dixon Park in East Budley. And further information is available from the sponsors tent. And now the runners on their way down, they've been led down by Robbie B in the white colours with the blue diamond hoop, blue sleeves, the white diamonds and the blue cap, and then I think I'll get out of the way of that one. Noble Angel, red, white hoop, blue armoured, red cap, followed by number 28, which is Fansmith, and then Pro in the fawn colours, blue cross belt, gold V in the red cap, followed by Probation, green with yellow cross belts, and then comes Blue Knight, green, yellow sleeves, fawn cap. Airpoint comes next, white with blue cross belts and red sleeves, one followed by the grey, and this is Rascal in the white with maroon seams, and these followed by White Hero, royal blue with white chevron, starred sleeves and a white cap.
Let's get down,
Simon. Moving Earth, yellow with a brown disc and a hooped cap.
How many have entered?
I think about the chances and 50. Oh, it would have been interesting to see, yeah.
No, I'm just doing the group because can't really make anybody out. Got a black and white viewfinder.
She's on the far side.
Alright. I think I've got her.
probation. Just behind them and joining them is Air Point, and this Rascal is grey, and then followed by Air Point, and then Robbie B behind these moving Earth, and then followed by White Hero. We've lost one, and one of the earlier fences, and Jim Crow not too clever at that one. They race on towards the third now, and it's Air Point the leader, Air Point from the Grey, Rascal in second place, Spectacular Star in third.
Steady, Paul, steady, Paul.
Behind Robbie's probation and moving third, followed by
yes, I think so. 2 and 3/4 or so.
Inside, Rascal then from over the on the colour change. Rascal from Robbie B, next Spectacular Star.
Stay on there. She'd rather stay on there.
What's she doing in front?
Coming down towards it.
Oh god, the wind's got my eyes, I can't see a thing. I've lost him completely. Can I jump in front again?
You never lifted off of that.
Somewhere behind these harvests, turn now down towards the open bit for the first time, and it wraps over to the back.
Oh, they're all catching up now. I think he's enjoying himself. Oops. I've lost him now.
In the back straight, still led by Spectacular Star. Spectacular Star for Womble, second place. Rascal got back to third, tracked by Brandy in moving Earth, making steady progress up on the outside to join the leading group. White Hero also comes middle division. Robbie B is losing places, and Major Man is also making a immense forward.
She's dropping back down.
There's race on towards the cross now.
She's pulling him back, isn't she? I've lost her. Which one is she?
And White Hero, and one of them which is the ever-improving Major Man.
Down there. Uh-oh.
Is he running towards them, is it?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Blue horse doing no faces, but all is well. He's running around the fence. And he's pulling it out. And his Spectacular Star will be a Spectacular Star from in the centre. On the inside, Robbie B. And these are followed by White Hero and Blue Knight and Air Point, Jim Crow. Just behind these.
What the hell was that?
There was Major Man at that, and she brought down moving Earth. But it's Spectacular.
Jenny? Oh, sorry. I've lost him again. Yeah, but I'm not full focus. She's pulling him up. I think it ran out of steam a little bit, didn't it? Got a bit carried away. Got a bit carried away at the beginning, didn't realise how far he had to go.
Yeah, that's good. That's really safe and sound.
It's not moving. Not moving at all at the moment.
No, I think it probably was.
He just stroked him, so.
It could be just winded the way he landed.
Yeah.
It seems like cut on the sky.
Declaration for the 8th race.
Where is she?
For race 8, close 8 at 5 minutes.
Here she comes. She's had a little run out. I think they both enjoyed it.
She enjoyed that, didn't she?
I think they both did. She's smiling.
She's happy.
Got a little carried away there, didn't you? Looks a bit out of pull. Erin, you alright? A bit tired?
Go back to the bar then, I'll go with Sharon.
If you want, yeah, bar sounds good.
Yeah,
Bar, Nathan? Yeah. Sorry.
Could Jeffrey Brown be shot for secondary 10? Jeffrey Brown, please.
Thank you. Cheers. Here, we go, Sharon.
Right, hold on to him while I... Darren. Doesn't jump very well.
No.
Part of the way.
In group along with Forbidden Waters, but as they race on towards the second, it's Womble over that one from the Bold Abbott.
See if we can get her. The wife's riding, she's mad.
In rear along with Missy Ann at the
Not
moment.
got a chance, just on there.
Up towards the next, and it's Womble just with the advantage.
Oh.
As they come towards this one, Womble over from
He's falling.
inside the Bold Abbott in the centre, Forbidden Waters up on the outside, Birchall
Oh,
Point.
stop waggling it.
Certain angle tracks these. Behind that comes Missy Ann and Secret 4, Chickabiddy and Not a Dante. Safely over that. On towards the next and led by Womble.
Go on, Sharon! Go on! Go on, Sharon!
Early.
and certain angle and Chickabiddy outside.
That's a positive comment for once.
Old Abbott in the centre, Mizian, as they come towards the neck. Again, they look to have jumped it safely. Still, just the back marker is not a Dante, just in front of that one, Secret 4 and Chickabiddy. But as they race up towards the first of the open ditches, that's number 6, it's Womble with the advantage by a couple of lengths for Virtual Boy, 3.5 lengths back to the Bold Abbott, who's followed by Forbidden Waters, and then Certain Angle, Chickabiddy, Mizian,
Whoa!
and Secret 4.
Bad jump there.
All safely over that one, and it's still Womble by a length or so from Virtual Boy. And then about 3 lengths back to the chasing group headed by Forbidden Waters with the Bold Abbott on the inside as they come up towards this next length back to on the top of the hill. Womble, Virtual Boy, Forbidden Waters, then the Bold Abbott and Chickabiddy just behind me, Certain Angle, then Not a Dante, Mizian, and finally Secret 4. Next comes quite quickly, and Virtual Boy leads over this one, so we've got a new leader. Virtual Boy by 2.5 lengths or so to Womble. It's still Virtual Boy from Womble, and then Certain Angle and the Bold Abbott, Mizian. Prominent up on the outside of this group is Chickabiddy. With them also.
Getting tired now.
30, the end of the home straight, another plain one.
It's tired.
Running up towards it
Not
now,
fit yet.
on the inside. Firstly followed by Certain Angle. Mizian a bit untidy over that one. And Womble is running wide, very wide, and almost pulling up. But it's Virtual Boy, good 4. This is the final open ditch at which Virtual Boy leads. Forbidden Waters.
I think she's got to try another jump. I think she's got to try another one.
But Certain Angle races up now to dispute.
I think she's just exercising him now.
Virtual Boy still has the
I think she's just exercising him and schooling him now. Because he shouldn't have done any real jumping with him.
Certain Angle. Then comes the Bold Abbott.
She wants to go out front because then you keep away from trouble. Martin! Managed to keep hold of her somehow. Oh, she's slowing down. Oh, she's still jumping. You never know, all the rest might fall.
Not like you to be thinking positive, Simon.
God, it's only a book here.